NEDA Chief Arsenio Balisacan reiterates that the end of the conflict will be a big boost to the country's sustained economic growth. This with the expected entry of more foreign investments in the proposed Bangsamoro entity. Meanwhile, minority Solons believe more concerns must be addressed to win lasting peace in Mindanao. Freddie Abando filed this report.
Although opposed to the draft Bangsamoro Basic Law, the minority in the House are in support of the government's commitment to win the peace in Muslim Mindanao. Aside from pushing for a law that will pass any constitutional challenge, ACT Party List Congressman Antonio Tino stressed an approved draft law to implement the peace agreement signed by the government and the MILF will address the injustice suffered by Muslim brothers for the past 40 years.
Kinakailangan na makapagpasa ang Kongreso ng isang batas na tunay na mag-a-address sa mga ugat ng digmaan sa Muslim Mindanao, no, yung pangapi sa at pagsasamantala sa yung mga nakararami, yung maralitang Bangsamoro, yung exploitation ng resources sa Bangsamoro na hindi pinakikinabangan ng mga Moro mismo, and so on and so forth.
While Congressman Gary Alejano welcomed the MILF's decommissioning of 145 of its combat with a turnover of 55 firearms in exchange for 25,000 pesos each and a PhilHealth card for a start, concerns have been raised on a number of issues on the rebel group's sincerity to win the peace. Alejano cited intelligence reports that the MILF has been engaged in making weapons and ammunition in several of their camps. Alejano also called for the return of all the firearms taken by its MILF fighters from the fallen 44 SAF troopers in the Mamasapano incident.
Pag nabigyan ho ng information na merong ganito, hindi po pwedeng i-take note ho natin yan at i-verify ho natin. Dahil yun ang ammunition ng ating negosyador sa kanila. Di ba? Kung i-neglect ho natin yan at hindi natin papakinggan, hindi magiging kasama sa usapin yan. Pero kung yan ang habala ng ating negosyador, then we should demand that to our counterpart na dapat iliwanagin po natin ito dahil meron po kaming reports. Ang report na po yan ay hindi po yan gawa-gawa lang. Dahil yung mga ordinaryo doon, mga politicians, mga kapitan, nakakabili po ng baril.
In the meantime, Economic Planning Secretary Arsenio Balisacan declared the end of the conflict in the proposed Bangsamoro Autonomous Region will be a big plus for long-term sustainability for the country. Given the support in funding from the national government and investments from Filipinos and foreigners, plus the aid and assistance of foreign governments, Balisacan said the region will grow in double digits. At the current growth rate of 6.3% average GDP growth for the country, the future looks bright. The GDP will hit 10 to 11%, similar to China's economic boom in the 80s when it reached 15%.
Observers see the resolution of this conflict to be a good thing, and they are, I think, watching us closely. It's not just for the sake of the Philippines, but also for the model that it serves. If we succeed in achieving this settlement in a very peaceful way, that is a very good model for the rest of the world. And so I think we have a stake into this.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.